Did they ask questions in the box or no?
No,
Yes, we did.
Yes, we did.
You did?
Go through it.
Yes.
Yeah, we can go through these real quick.
I'll go through it.
Yeah.
Do it, man.
All right, let's see here.
Yeah, we weren't able to do too much.
All right. So this question goes: do you think finances? And it's up to you, ladies, if you want to raise your hand and say you asked this question, or you don't have to. It's anonymous. Do you think finances should be kept separate in a marriage? Yes, 100%. 100%.
Really?
What's your thoughts on that?
That wasn't me.
Oh.
I just
No, I think that
Should be together?
I think that the man should have control of all finances.
Right.
It's okay for women to have accounts as long as he has access to all of those accounts.
Okay.
So,
Even better.
Yeah, I think
She don't even see the money.
I think the man should ultimately control the
Responsibilities.
funds. Traditionally, women inside of Christian marriages have been in a support role. It's fine for them to take care of, any type of aiding, bill paying, things like this. Busy work, that's all fine. There's no problem with any of that. But he has to have access to all the money.
I agree with you 1,000%.
And I agree also.
I agree.
Most women are terrible with money, man.
Facts.
I'm terrible.
I don't agree with that.
That's why my husband has all access to everything, because I don't trust myself with the finance. I just don't.
I mean, you don't have to agree with it, but the facts are women are 80% of the consumer base, and they control 3/4 of the debt.
I meant
And they get emotional, so.
So how is that? So how is that? You disagree with
No,
facts?
it's okay. No. I don't want to argue with Myron. I like
It's
you.
not arguing.
I like you. I like you.
You're just wrong.
I agree with you. Just take it back. You got that.
I mean,
Sounds
you're just
familiar.
wrong, but whatever.
Sounds
All right,
You know what I do with my wife's book money?
Yeah.
My wife, she wrote a great book. She sells a lot of copies. You know what I do with the book money?
No, I give all my money. I give my
She doesn't
man
even
all
know.
my money.
She does because I tell her, right? But she wouldn't. I take it all out and buy guns.
I give my man.
You know what I do that? You know what I do? You know what I literally don't give her any of it. I just go and I buy guns.
But look,
that's it. It's all for me.
I agree, because I make my money and I'll come back and I'll give it to my man.
Right.
Straight
well,
up.
But the reason, you know why? You know what the reason is too? I remember first time she made, it was like $3,000 in a month. She was stoked, right? She was like, I can't believe that I was able to make this kind of cash on a book.
That's lovely.
Right?
I love that.
And I said, yeah, that is great. Now I'm going to go buy a bunch of fucking guns because I've been supporting everybody for years and years and years.
But I bet she didn't have a problem with it.
I'm 16.
And I bet she did not have no problem with it, and she shouldn't because
not only that,
Right.
but she was thrilled to death that she could do it. Right?
And I love that.
There's nothing wrong with that,
It's
but
not.
the finance control should always be within the purview of the male. Always. Always.
Right.
Okay.
Well said.
This is a question for me specifically. It says, for Myron, how do you expect to split your time between multiple wives and children if you don't plan on living with them? I would put them all in separate houses and then visit them periodically. I don't think I need to be
Smart
there.
man.
You don't want to do like big love when they all stay next to each other. The backyard just don't have a
So you sure you don't want to use me as a real estate agent?
No.
Nope.
I buy from
Hey, and to take it back,
like the song.
I am not a 40-year-old without kids. I do have two beautiful kids.
For real?
Okay. So yeah, Does someone saying something? No. I'd get them their own thing because women are very territorial with that stuff. So I wouldn't put them all.
you
in the
wouldn't
same
put
spot.
like next to like.
I'd have them be friends
They
and
would
shit.
have their own space.
Yeah, they would have their own space.
Right.
I would have them be friends if they like. I'd introduce them to each other if they want. But
The
yeah,
house is not
I would give them their own spot.
Taylor, are you okay?
Yeah, why?
Okay, just make sure.
Is that the question you asked?
I did.
I figured.
You asked that?
Yeah.
Wait, how did you know?
Hold on. Question.
Because she's like sitting back.
I see some tension here. Do you like Myron?
No.
Okay, give it a beat.
Don't turn red.
No.
Don't turn red.
Well, I put the vibe here. What's going on?
This nigga fresh.
No, I want a monogamous man, so no. But,
Well, no, he is
fine.
to you for the night.
oh wow.
Okay.
Myron.
But yeah, I did ask that.
Yeah.
Go get him, Myron.
So yeah, because she asked that before the show, so she knew. A question for you. Do you have like very high standards in men?
Yeah, probably. I really just don't hang out with men. I don't really go on dates. I just don't really date that much.
So let me ask you this then. I mean, are you aware of the fact that like unless he's like very religious and devout, like someone like Andrew, etc., that most guys that are attractive are gonna probably not be monogamous.
No, I understand.
You're familiar? Okay. So what's better? Someone that's that's polygamous but is honest about it, and you know what's going on.
Yeah, but to have like a whole separate family, that's kind of crazy.
I know. It does seem unorthodox and crazy.
Also,
but
like on holidays, how are you all? Are you all just in one home?
Every
Like
other holiday.
Like how you celebrate.
well,
You have to be the wife that satisfies him
that's
the
the
most.
beauty. That's the beauty. So like in Islam, right? And obviously I'm not the best practicing Muslim, but one of the I think it solves a lot of issues. Like your wife doesn't have to convert, so she could practice Christianity. Another one can be Jewish. Another one can be Muslim, and then all the holidays are different.
Oh my God.
Oh, so that's the strategy. It's like get them of all
Maybe that's the strategy. Maybe.
Is that a strategy?
rock, paper, scissors.
But like Christian women wouldn't be with, like they wouldn't want to be in a.
typically
But you said earlier. Well, we asked you earlier if you're a practicing Christian, and you did not raise your hand.
No, I'm not. I'm not.
Okay.
But I was gonna say something else.
I don't
and
I don't
forgot.
actually get it then. Why the monogamy if it doesn't have a religious basis?
Because I just
It's selfish.
The morals.
It's selfish.
because he made a
No,
commitment.
some
people just to like be with
but
one person.
why would a commitment have value if you're a secularist?
Because she wants
What
it.
makes it valuable?
Yeah, what makes it valuable? If there's no eternal after, there's no God, there's no nothing. Why is it
hurts my
valuable?
feelings.
So it's just you. It's selfish.
It's what you
selfish.
feel on the
That's what he
inside.
just
Told
said.
you, bro. I know it. Listen, Taylor is not different.
Yeah.
She's like every other white girl from college. I want one man to only fuck me. But you realize what's happening here?
Like-
It's only for her because
Yeah.
she's a savage.
It's you can be like I said. I tell girls, man, like if you could expect monogamy, but if you're gonna get monogamy, it's gonna most of the time it's gonna come from a guy that wasn't your first choice.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a guy that wasn't the guy that you wanted
That you don't pick,
originally.
yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it's a guy that just was
I'm learning
there
that now.
after. So it's like, I don't know. I tell girls get the best guy that you can, get that last name, and then get the title. And then
And
She
guess
did
what?
say she go for
He
the bad
want-
boys.
He want me a bad boy.
She go for the bad boys
No,
already.
Yep.
One of them was
Question,
They
question.
just don't want commitment.
Question. Are you a mud shark?
a what?
this nigga, bro.
I don't know what that
Never mind.
means.
Really asked that?
Yeah, can you,
Okay, no.
can you,
That's,
can
bro,
you,
that's
can
like
you break it down?
that's like our age. They're gonna know that
Yeah,
shit.
break it down. Like, what that
Let me
mean?
ask you a question though.
Mud shark, yeah.
I'm curious about Myron.
I want to know what that
I
means.
don't know what that is.
Shit, I don't
Never mind,
speak
never mind.
English,
Please,
but
fresh.
it sounds really
Fresh.
dirty.
Just break it down, please.
Like,
All right, so there was a shark that went in the mud, but the shark was white, and then he got black,
I'm done.
and then he was tainted black and white.
Are you asking if I was with like white guys and I've been with a black guy?
Yeah. The other niggas.
That's a SoundCloud rapper.
I really thought it was something else.
He wasn't fully black. He was like half black, half. Or he was white, black, and Puerto Rican or Dominican. I don't know. One of.
So you didn't go full black.
Black
I usually go for white guys.
KKK would hang him in the 1920s.
Oh boy.
I was going to ask from your worldview of polygamy,
Yeah.
would you still prefer a Christian woman?
Oh wow.
I wouldn't be opposed to having a Christian wife. No,
Yeah. If
I wouldn't. If she's a woman of the book, you're fine.
yeah, but if you
Wait,
would
is she
that
truly
determine
Christian?
would
wait,
that
Christian
determine better
women don't share
virtue
the
for-
same God. They're not gonna agree on the Bible. Damn.
So anyway, if you had
question.
Bro,
Yo,
I'm trying not to
I'm
be the
gonna
one
lie, bro.
brain cell. I'm trying not to be the one. Like,
nigga, you've been talking shit for 2 hours plus, bro.
bro, like,
All right, where are you saying?
This
Sorry.
I was
Raise your hand.
asking,
Just
are they
raise your
higher in
hand.
virtue for you? So if you look at it, you think this is a higher virtue than the
What I've
alternative, so you
realized
would choose that
is-
for marriage?
No, what I've noticed is like if a girl's religious, regardless of whether she's a devout Jewish woman, a devout Muslim woman, a devout Christian woman, they all have the same principles. A lot of times, same virtues and ethics.
Or
like
close enough. Right?
Yeah, close enough. You know what I mean? Like, okay, I'm gonna follow my man. I'm gonna submit to my man. And I think that's why it's allowed is because all the Abrahamic religions are very similar to each other. You know what
They
I mean?
have very similar grounding
Yes,
ethical
yes.
like ethical purviews for living your life. I
Absolutely,
don't disagree
yeah,
with that.
yeah.
But the key
They have-
points
They do have
are
totally different grounding foundations in
Of
the way
course.
they live their lives.
Of course.
But there are some foundational similarities. I agree totally with that.
Yeah.
Would that be preferable then for a polygamist?
To be with a Christian woman,
or somebody of the Abrahamic faith.
Yeah. You can't go outside of the three. It has to be one of those three.
So then, wouldn't Christians kind of want to have to push back against you because they wouldn't want you to?
And that's a possibility. Yeah, they might not be okay with it. They might not. That's very good. Yeah, absolutely. They
Right,
might
that's
say
what
no.
I was gonna say. Is she truly a Christian then? If she's doing that?
Yeah, I mean,
She wouldn't be.
Yeah, I guess not. Maybe not.
I have a question.
Okay.
Well, I mean, some call themselves that who do, right? Mormons do this.
Yeah.
There are some who call themselves Christian denominations who will make those religions or those arrangements, but usually just within that religion, right?
Yeah.
But I guess fundamentally what I'm asking is, shouldn't Christians then be really opposed to polygamists if polygamists would value them just for the fact that they probably have virtues and are Christian? Shouldn't they then push back against that because they're like, wait, you could be taking...
I can see that perspective for sure.
Yeah.
Which is why a lot of the times it doesn't work.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
A lot of times it doesn't, because I had an uncle that did that
exactly
shit.
what I was gonna get
He
to.
married Christians, and it always became an issue later on.
Yeah.
Right.
So,
Exactly.
yeah. You
Yeah.
say
Mother
something?
going to
What I was
church.
gonna say was like, okay, if you did have a religious woman and she did go by like how everything plays out, would you be a man and like stay home and stand your ground, or would you actually engage into her religion with her?
No, I would never change my religion for a woman. I would never do anything for a woman.
You're Muslim, correct?
Yeah, but I would
Okay.
never do any. I would never move for a female. I would never follow a woman's
Misogyny.
lead, because the problem is once you acquiesce one time, it's over.
So it won't be a whole thing. You have to match somebody with you.
Yeah,
already.
the man is the leader.
Right.
The man is
Okay.
the protector, the provider. I don't think women should work. I don't think they should be in the workplace. I think if a woman does work, it's got to be from the confinements of home where she's still close to the children. I'm very big on traditional values. Even if I'm not like religious, if I have like a girl that I'm taking seriously, she doesn't work.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Cool.
I don't think women should work.
I like that.
I think
I have
it's
a question.
creates problems. Yeah.
Period.
She should work for me, if
If
anything.
you want
That's
a
real.
Christian, can a woman be like too Christian or a man? Like, like Christian or like too Christian?
Like overly annoyingly
Yeah.
pious. Yeah.
Yeah,
Forcefully.
that's
Hell
happened.
yeah, they could be annoyingly
Yeah.
pious. We call it virtue signaling. You're like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Right? We can have adult
Like,
conversations.
yeah, we can talk about God and believe
right?
in God,
We don't
and
have
I
to be.
talk about it in every
The
conversation.
problem is, too often Christians and Muslims and other people won't even engage in conversations like this because they're like, oh, my virgin ears. Oh my.
Right.
It's like, come on, it's ridiculous. If you want to have an effect in culture, you go where the culture is.
Right.
And that's where you have those conversations. So, yes,
agree.
not only can they, right, but it annoys the shit out of me because I'm like, shut the fuck up.
Right.
Because we don't get anywhere.
One more
Yeah.
question.
It's an
How do you feel
overly-
about cursing? Because I know a lot of Christians.
Okay,
they
cursing
kind of,
is to curse. What you're talking about is there's these weird Puritans, right, who don't understand that words are social constructions.
Right.
And they don't mean anything except the value that you give them.
Right.
You're not allowed to blaspheme against the Holy Spirit. You're not allowed to curse people. A curse is like you're literally cursing
setting a curse on somebody, right?
Right? Now, vulgar language, yeah, you should probably stay away from it, generally
Watch how you say
speaking.
shit, yeah.
Right? But I've worked in factories my whole life.
I respect
That's how
that.
I'm wired to speak. You know what I
Okay.
mean? And yeah, maybe could I tune it back a little
The only
bit?
difference is that he
Sure.
curses, but he does not
But
call
honestly,
me a bitch.
there's no intention towards vulgarity, and everything has a time. And I'm
It's the
telling
way
you,
you say it,
it's
how you
always
express
the
yourself.
intent that matters more than anything else. You know what I
Right.
mean? So there's way too much over pious nonsense about that.
Yeah, I
too.
just wanted to know how you felt.
Someone else asked,
Yeah.
was this you that asked, then how do you feel about polygamous relationships?
No, that was me, but y'all already answered that.
Okay. Yeah, that's how I feel about it. How do you feel about you guys? Because you guys are Christian, so what do you guys think about it? Because I gave my take on it. You guys give yours though.
On which question?
On how do you feel about polygamous relationships?
Well, I mean, I'm 100% against polygamy.
Okay.
I do see a somewhat contradiction in your worldview, as you do know that the nuclear family is the backbone of society.
Yes.
And that with polygamy, that's definitely going to take away from that nuclear family structure. So I understand that you're adapting to kind of the modern scenario. That's what you're kind of doing.
Yeah, I mean, countries that practice polygamy are less stable. You look at the Middle East, etc. Yeah. But I think, obviously it doesn't have the same security like the West does in certain places. I think it'd be, if the guy is right and he knows what he's doing, he could absolutely pull it off. But yes, it's an exception. In a lot of situations,
Yeah.
it could be very problematic.
Yeah,
and then
I'm
my
not-
last follow-up is,
I'd have all the girls living next to each other though.
but isn't
Like neighbors and shit.
Isn't that ultimately kind of a
You should start a reality show and try that.
Isn't
Yeah.
that
I would
kind
love
of
to
like
watch.
just
I was just on a
ultimately
reality TV show. I don't want to know about that.
it's self-serving though? Is it self-serving from your perspective? Is it self-serving to note you know for sure because you're a smart guy, you know for sure that nuclear family, that backbone of society, that's everything that we need, but at the same time society's become degenerate, and I understand that this is the best working solution for a guy like me. Is that part of the issue?
I would be able to make it work because, like I said, I'd obviously be going back and forth. They'd be living next to each other. There'd be that community as well because the girls would know each other. I'd institute what's it called? Nannies as well, especially in the early years. Homeschooling. I have like some ideas in mind that I would use. No, I wouldn't do that.
No?
You should never do threesomes with your main girls. That's a whole other thing.
Right.
Yeah, it causes
Mormon. You know,
problems.
Mormons don't do that either. That's interesting that he brings that up because
it's very problematic.
They refuse. They won't. At least the ones I talked to. I'm sure some of them do. Right.
Yeah.
Like how could they not? Of course, some of them have to, but they say no. Like, listen, they have duty days. Right, like it's Tuesday. That's that's Wendy.
Yeah.
Right, it's Thursday. That's Sarah. And it's no joke. Like they'll do it
because women
that
are
way.
very emotional, and like if they see you having sex with another woman, especially if they know that you guys are together. Oh man, dude, a girl will flip out if she sees you having sex with a random chick. She's gonna get angry. Could you imagine if it's another girl that she's committed, that you're committed
It
to?
will only
Hell
work
no.
if you financially
Hell no.
She may
financially
say that
stable.
that stroke is too deep.
Hell no, man.
Too deep.
Yeah, so-
Why
To
you
answer
fucking her
the-
like
to answer the
that?
question, like,
Why you
super
doing that
directly.
like that? I'm finna be her ass.
Yeah,
That's how
I
I
am.
go.
You bite her lips so hard, man.
I am against polygamy 100%. Not just from a religious perspective, but even from a secular perspective. It does seem like it makes society less stable, and that if everybody did it,
That is true.
it would be a worse world.
That is true. That is
All
why
right.
Middle Eastern
Right.
countries are less stable a lot of times.
Yeah.
It's very true.
All right. Last chat.
Last chat? Well,
Yep.
I got some more here.
All right, go ahead.
For the young stripper, 10K isn't worth your future. In one paycheck, I made 200K, and my wife is at home with our 2 kids, able to buy whatever she wants. Would never wife her if she had stripped. So, hey, man, look.
Listen, it's your life.
Yeah, it's your life. You do what you want.
Each his
But we're just
own.
trying to give you another perspective because what I've realized with women is that you're going to go to the club, you're going to be around a bunch of other women that are going to give you terrible advice, not tell you what it is. We're telling you how successful men that have a last name that you want to take think. This is just how we think. Okay, what is 3 things that keeps a man? I'll let y'all take this.
Nothing.
Actually, no,
Andrew.
because you're actually married, successful marriage. What worked? What kept you around?
Maybe I'm an exception here, but I'm super simple. Super simple.
All right.
Good food, right? That's the main thing. More than anything else, and especially the older I get, I'm like, if there's a really good dinner, I'm just like as happy as can be, right? Of course, sex is extremely important. The biggest thing, don't fucking nag. No aggravation, no nagging, right? No pestering, none of that. If there's no nagging, there's no pestering, there's no aggravation, right? This type of thing. That's when I'm the happiest. And there's very little of that.
Wait,
in
I
my
kind of want
household.
all the men to answer this though. This is an interesting question.
Sure.
This is an interesting
I can
question.
answer. I can add to that. I would agree with 100% with his first 2 points, and then I would emphasize even more so. I don't think women underestimate. Excuse me, let me rephrase. Women overestimate how much we want to listen to you guys speak. We actually don't want to listen to you guys speak that much.
Facts. Yeah.
And there's a reason for that. It's not because we hate you guys or we don't want to communicate or are emotional about. No, it's because men and women are very different. The way we communicate is very different. If you guys notice, when we would ask you guys a question, you guys would answer something that didn't relate to the question whatsoever. And this podcast exemplifies that men and women communicate differently. We typically tend to communicate very overtly, very directly. Hey, XYZ, boom, an exchange of information, done. Communication is done. Women, on the other hand, it's, how do I feel? Or what's the reason why you asked me this question, as she said earlier? So we don't communicate the same. So for us to talk to you guys is very labor intensive and very annoying. So men don't like to talk to women as much as you guys think we do. Oh, I like good conversation and shit. Good conversation for you. We don't like to converse like that.
A good example of this with my wife.
He answered very honestly.
Like for years,
Did you not hear anything?
I would have to, and sometimes still to this day, I'll say I'm talking about me. Because what'll happen is we'll be having a conversation, it gets internalized quickly, and she'll go, well, listen, what I'm saying is, and the way that I feel about this, and then sometimes that'll lead to like these side tangents about other ways that she feels about it. And I'll go, look, I'm talking about me.
That's such a good point.
I'm talking about me.
Right.
And she'll go, okay, we're talking about you.
Right. And let me explain what he means by
and
go
I-
ahead, please.
to the point.
I rarely say that, right? But when I do, she knows we're talking about you. We're talking about you, not about you, right? So that's worked very well for me.
And let me, that's really important because we've interviewed almost 3,000 girls on the show. One of the number one things I've noticed about women from doing this show, whether they are educated or they're not, they're smart or they're stupid, whenever I say something that's an objective fact, the girls internalize it and assume I'm talking about them. I'll say...
Or they'll take whatever side thing is and then relay it to how it makes them feel.
Yes.
And I don't give a shit about either of those things.
I'll give you guys an example. If I say most men are fat losers that are incompetent, we would say, yeah, you're right, dude, they are. No argument. If I say most women are annoying fucking bimbos, well, not all women, that's what girls respond with, or that's not me. So what I've realized is women have in general, not all, but they have an inability to detach a statement being made from their own intrinsic value or how they feel, or they assume that I'm talking about them. But I'm not. But with men, I don't have that problem. I don't have to say I'm talking objectively, or I'm talking in general. With women, I always have to say, I'm speaking in general. I'm talking about this specifically, to not get their feelings involved, which is crazy. That's why we don't like talking to y'all. You guys just literally
Why women deserve less,
You
y'all.
guys literally got the background. Why we don't like talking to y'all like that much. It's because you guys communicate differently, and it's very annoying.
Well, I have a suggestion. Just say what you have to say and walk away. Say what you have to say and walk away. Don't let them don't let them
The female or the male?
Anybody.
No, like
If
she's
it's- even
speaking
if
as
it's the
y'all
male or the
and men,
female. But
yeah.
usually,
But that defeats the point.
No, you say what
That
you have to
doesn't
say.
help.
That
like
doesn't
walk away.
really
Let
work.
them sit on
That's
it and
not
think about it.
conversation.
And then, because at that moment, if you tell a woman anything that they're doing wrong, even if you say the eggs wasn't cooked right, even if you're just being honest, she's gonna have something to say. She's gonna feel offended. But if you say it and walk away, she don't have time to think about it before she responds.
If you tell,
That's just
hang
how
on,
men
if
are.
you tell a woman, you tell anybody this, you cook my eggs like shit, they're supposed to internalize that.
Yep.
Yeah, but
No, there's no, but
they are.
They're supposed to internalize it and supposed to say,
But we are
wait a
going
second,
to.
But if they
because
haven't
now you're talking about
minded,
men.
if they haven't
Hang on,
second-
stop.
Yeah,
Now you're
This is precisely what we said.
Now you are talking about them and their performance, and they're supposed to internalize that. What I'm saying is if you're talking about something which is external to them and they internalize it. Here's an example, right? Guy gets home from work. He comes in and he's like, I am fucking beat. I am exhausted. And a woman goes, oh my God, I know exactly how you feel. I get exhausted all the time and my feet hurt and my knees hurt. And I want to talk about me, right? That's an internalization.
Okay,
Yeah,
I feel that.
That's
I
what
feel
we're
that.
talking about by internalization. You internalize things which
So
you
we can't
hear
compare
that
ourselves.
fucking have nothing to do with you, but are internalized
bitch, let
by
me finish
you.
what I feel like
Right,
before you start
right.
talking about you.
Right.
Don't try to
Right.
act like you
Well,
understand.
not just
when
that, but you
you've
can
been
do it.
sitting at home
You
all
can
day,
apply
don't
this
try
to 100 different external situations. I'm just giving you like a
fresh,
quick example. You know what I mean?
I know.
Very
I get what
blunt
you're
and
saying.
straight to the point,
Right.
Yeah.
versus going in a bunch of different directions.
Or actually, you know what you would do if your guy says, "Damn, I'm fucking beat." You shut the fuck up. You don't say anything.
Yep.
Give
You
him a massage.
go.
A massage.
I'll pull
Right.
my
Come
man's
here,
shoes
baby.
off. Me
Come
personally,
here.
I'll pull my man's shoes off.
I'll cook you something.
Girls.
Holy shit.
He's telling you what the fuck is the
This is
answer,
fucking
and
crazy.
you're
This is
talking over
happening
him,
in
bro.
real time, like right now.
Yeah, yeah.
You're internalized
Precisely
right this
what,
second.
precisely what the problem.
And you're talking
What
over
I
the
would do
answer.
is this.
What
It's
I
like,
would do is this. Bitch, shut the fuck up. You're crazy. Right? Vagina, man.
is that what you would do?
Shit,
If
crazy.
you are married, raise your hand if you're married.
Only
Oh,
one.
if I'm
Yep.
Only
I've
one.
been
Barely, bro. Barely, right?
So what you would do is you would be quiet, and then you would literally go, assuming you're with this guy and you know what the hell he wants and shit. You would go get whatever comforts him, or you would bring him something that he likes, or you start if he likes massages, you would do that. That's your job as the woman, to have the critical thinking skills to see what your guy want or what relaxes him and make it happen
What he
without
needs.
him saying anything.
Right.
You just go over, just sit down right here. I'm gonna put some
That's
food on the
even more
plate.
annoying.
Here's your favorite TV show, right? And then
And
they
then you
sit down.
leave.
And you know what's great too? When they sit down quietly next to you, It's perfect. It's a perfect
Or just
evening.
shut the
Yeah.
fuck up
Fucking
and wait
hear
till he
about how it
asks
makes you
for
feel, how I
something.
feel. How I feel,
Merch.
and how you feel about how I feel. I don't care how you feel about how I feel. That's the point.
But yeah, the original question was keeping a guy around and then not being a whore. If you're not annoying, you don't talk that much, you're not a whore,
Yeah.
you're attractive, you cook, you clean, and shit like that, you do that, you'll be able to get most guys to stick around, man, honestly.
All right.
And we don't care about your opinion that much either. That's another thing, too, that girls grossly overestimate, is that we care about your guys' opinion. And the reason why we don't care about your opinion is because men and women are very different. We live much harder lives than you guys do. So we don't respect your opinions. This is being honest with y'all, how men really think.
Misogyny.
We also don't care about most other men's opinion, right? We don't care across the board about most people's opinion. And it's like, for some reason, though, women seem to be trapped in this kind of isolated thinking mechanism of how other people think of me controls how I do life. It's insane, but that's why social shame for women is particularly effective, but not particularly effective towards men. Men conform far less than women because of that phenomenon. And it's like, if you look at that and you understand that, you understand you shouldn't even be offended by the fact that men don't care about your opinion, because they mostly don't care about other men's opinion either.
Yeah,
facts,
it's actually a very masculine trait to not care about other people's opinions. The only time you typically do care is if the man, see, men are different. Like, we care about someone's opinion only if that individual excels in something that we respect, right? Or that individual has some type of merit, right? Like with men, we're dominant hierarchies. Okay, you're better than me at this, I respect you. But with women, it's not like that. Like, you guys, everybody gets an opinion. No, we don't operate that way. We only value opinions and takes from people that are either at our level, if not better.
Highly skilled, right?
Yes.
Or they're doing something we want. You know,
Yes.
if you go to a gym and you see a guy who's stacked and you want to look like that, you walk over and you go, "Hey, man, how the fuck do I do that?"
Steroids.
Yeah. Men value meritocracy versus women don't. This is why most of you guys are fucking communists and vote Democrat.
Totally.
Oh, you get $1, you get $1, you get $1. With us, it's like, no, the best guy gets the most dollars, and then everything falls under that.
Yeah, my one take is just don't be like her. All right, that's what
You were trying to say something before.
Right.
Best take of the night.
I have a question.
She has a question.
I have a question.
Yeah.
So, let's say this woman, right? She has morals. She don't really technically have
what?
to be
Morals.
Morals.
She don't technically have to be Christian, but let's just say she has the right mind over her, like right head over her shoulders.
Yeah.
And she comes to you with her opinions. Would you genuinely, as a man, hear her out? You don't genuinely have to understand where she's coming from, but you, as her main man, would you hear her out?
Of course, if it's like important or whatever. But if she wants to come and tell me about her opinions with nails and shit and stupid stuff that I don't care about,
right.
because a lot of girls like to have mindless conversation, then
Right.
no. Like, then no.
Yeah, that's understandable.
You know, that's what you talk to your female friends about. Okay. Do you think the podcast is positive for society? What is the ultimate purpose of the podcast? Excellent question. We have a Money Monday. We have a Womanizer Wednesday where we teach guys how to date and be attractive, how to not smell, how to be attractive in general, go to the gym. Then we have Fitness Friday where we answer questions. So we try to help guys become the best version of themselves on the show. The nighttime show is just what we do with the after hours. How to invest in real estate, how to make money, cryptocurrency, etc. Because a lot of guys don't have their shit together.
Yeah, I didn't
That's the reality.
real value.
So that's what we do. The after hour show, this is just entertainment for the guys after.
Pretty much.
And I see a different value for the show, maybe than what even you guys present. Because for me, I don't care that much about dating, and I don't give men dating advice. I'm never going to. I don't give men any advice, right? I run a whole different type of entertainment platform. But what's really interesting about it is it explores something which people love, which is the interpersonal dynamics which currently exist within culture between men and women. And that shit is fascinating.
Yeah.
And it's fascinating to men, it's fascinating to women across the board, and it brings a huge amount of value to culture, because what you start to see is, wait, other people are having similar experiences. Other people are having similar problems. Other people are having similar issues. Even if you don't take any of the advice, none of that, it's still good to inform yourself on what's going on.
Yeah, and I think that people are able to see the difference, just as us having a conversation with the girls, like the difference between how we speak versus how the women interpret the information we say. You know what I mean? It's very different. Should a man give head first during sex? So I think I know who answered this.
No, man, nigga.
Make it
I'll ask this.
wet. Make it wet.
All right.
Let me stop.
The answer is no. I don't think a man should ever go down on a woman personally. I think it's a very submissive thing to do, and it makes you a simp. I don't think guys should ever go down on a female.
A simp
I don't know
is
what you guys think.
crazy.
If it's my girl,
Swipe left.
I'm gonna
A
do it.
simp is right. Fresh, okay. That's what's up.
Fresh, all right.
That's what's up.
Not you.
You don't eat any you don't eat any pussy, but you eat your girl.
Yeah,
What?
but
Nah, I don't eat ass, nigga.
No, I said any pussy. I said any pussy.
How many wives you got again?
Yo, that shit gay as hell. Mad gay.
Andrew, what's your take on this?
No, they
My
didn't.
wife only gets one partner for the rest of her life. That's my take.
Period.
All right.
No, Diddy.
Okay. Now, speaking of Diddy,
Respectful answer.
yeah, but I disagree with it. I don't do it because I think it's a submissive thing, and I'm very big on always maintaining a masculine presence with your woman because I think once you concede a little bit where let me see what you think or your opinion or I'm gonna move for you or whatever. Once you do that, like you put your